Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamudiraye. Ashtaprayeshu Bhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya. Bhagavatir Uttamashloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naishtiki. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Gnanaanjana Shalakaya. Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamahyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yutah Padakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavanscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Śrī Rādhā Krishna Pādān Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhanvitamscha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dīnabandho Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Bhakta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanusute Devi Pranamami Haripriye Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhyeva Cha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. So welcome everybody to this special class on about Srimati Radharani Śrī Rādhā Tattva. So first of all, I don't have any qualification to speak about this topic, but I'm going to repeat what specifically my Guru Maharaj, His Holiness Bhakti Vikas Maharaj, has given in his classes. I'm also going to read from Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita by Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami, specifically the fourth chapter. The fourth chapter is the core Radha Tattva. And I'm also picking up few things from His Holiness Bhakti Purushottam Swami Maharaj book, Glories and Pastimes of Srimati Radharani, Part 1. And some references also from Jaiva Dharma by Srila Bhakti Vinod Thakur. So these are some of the books which have, and hearing that I have done, which have helped me to have a slightly more clearer understanding of the Radha Tattva. And which is why I said yesterday, saying that before we hear any pastimes of Radha and Krishna, first we have to understand Radha Tattva. Without understanding Radharani, we cannot actually hear the pastimes. So request everybody to kindly pay attention. And if you have any questions, you can please interrupt, because it's a very deep topic. To whatever extent Srimati Radharani will give mercy to me, to that extent I can try to explain this. Okay, so to start with, so the most famous bhajan from Stavamala by Srila Rupa Goswami. So we should understand, so before I go into this, right, so first is I want to just briefly talk about parampara. See, we all know that there are 4 Vaishnava paramparas: Brahma Sampradaya, Rudra Sampradaya, Sri Sampradaya, Kumara Sampradaya. But this is these sampradayas, Vaishnava sampradayas, to understand Vishnu, Krishna. Okay. To understand Vishnu or Krishna, we can go through all these 4 sampradayas. But now, actually, what is our goal? What is the goal of our bhakti? When we normally ask this question, the answer, I only told devotees to repeat this, saying that Krishna Prema. Krishna Prema is our goal. Actually, Krishna Prema is not our goal. That is goal externally. That is a goal. Internally, the goal is something different. Okay, and how do we understand Radharani? How do we understand what this goal is? It is only by the mercy of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and his associates. That is why this Gaudiya Parampara, Gaudiya means Radha. Because even if we go to Madhva Sampradaya, they are absolutely authorized in terms of, understanding Madhava, Krishna, right? But they cannot understand Radha. In fact, Srila Madhvacharya did not talk about the pastimes of Krishna with Radha and gopis. So it's the most confidential, most confidential. I mean, we have no words to express how confidential it is. And the only way we can understand Srimati Radharani, all the gopis and Krishna's affairs with them, is by hearing from our Sampradaya and predominantly from the mode of Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And that is why my Guru Maharaj was saying that Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita is actually Radha Katha. Whole of Chaitanya Charitamrita is Radha Katha. One might ask how there is no Radharani there. Of course there is Radharani. Because Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is carrying the mood and color of Rama, Srimati Radharani, though he is Krishna. But really he being Krishna is totally in the background. Everything that he is doing, whatever, everything is Radha. So it is Radha Katha. And explicitly he manifests those pastimes in the last 12 years of his presence in Jagannath Puri, in Gambhira. So we cannot understand Srimati Radharani without going through our parampara. Of course, there are other paramparas also, they talk. But we should understand our really fortunate position. Who are our acharyas? Who is Srila Rupa Goswami? I mean, just thinking about this, we should get, goosebumps. Who is Srila Rupa Goswami? Rupa Goswami is Sri Rupa Manjari. Who is Rupa Manjari? She is the right hand of Lalita Sakhi. Who is Lalita Sakhi? She is the right hand of Srimati Radharani. How close? I mean, who else can come and tell us about Srimati Radharani and Krishna? So such intimate associates of Radha and Krishna have come in our parampara as acharyas, and to give us actually this knowledge directly. Golokera Premadana Harinama Sankirtana, directly from Goloka they've come and they've given us. So we cannot understand Radha Tattva unless we go through our acharyas. Right, so Sri Rupa Goswami, he is the predominant, he is the two main, most prominent personalities who have given Radha Tattva. One is Sri Rupa Goswami and the other is Sri Raghunath Das Goswami. So, because Sri Raghunath Das Goswami was in serving Sri Swarup Damodar Goswami, who was the embodiment of Radha Tattva. As in, I'm saying he was the one who understood the whole Tattva, right? And he spoke to Sri Raghunath Das Goswami. Raghunath Das Goswami understood, and that is how Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami documented all those in Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita. So if we don't go through our parampara, we cannot understand Radharani. We cannot understand gopis. We cannot understand Krishna's pastimes with in Goloka, specifically the Madhurya Rasa. Okay, so the first in Savamala, Sri Rupa Goswami is describing Srimati Radharani, and this is the beautiful, famous bhajan. I won't sing it now for lack of time. Radhe Jaya Jaya Madhava Daite. O Radha, O beloved of Madhava. Uh, mm, Gokula Taruni, Mandala Mahite, Gokula Taruni, all the young girls of Gokula, you are worshipped by them. Jai Jai, all glories to you, all glories to you. So, what is Radharani's identity? Beloved of Madhava, Madhava Daite. Gokula Taruni, Mandala Mahite, Damodara Rati, Vardhana Veshe. Now, this is very important. Vardhana Veshe, Veshe means her dress. How you dress yourself? What is the reason you dress yourself? You dress yourself in such a way as to increase Damodara Rati, increase Lord Damodara's love and attachment for you. So Radharani dresses in such a way that Krishna's love and attachment for her increases. Harinish Kuta Vrinda Vipineshe. She's the queen of Vrindavana. Vipina Eshe, Vishe. It is the pleasure grove of Lord Hari. So Vrindavana itself is another tattva. Vrindavana, we have to understand Vrindavana, and she is the queen of Vrindavana. Vrishabhanu Dadi Nava Shashi Lekhe. Vrishabhanu Dadi. Dadi means ocean. New moon, Nava Shashi. New moon has arisen from the ocean of King Vrishabhanu. Lalita Sakhi, Guna Ramita Vishake. And Lalita Sakhi, she is Lalita Sakhi. She is a friend of Lalita. Ramita Vishake. So Prabhupada translates as she who makes Vishaka loyal due to her wonderful qualities of friendliness, kindness, and faithfulness to Krishna. So wonderful qualities of friendliness, kindness, and faithfulness to Krishna. Karunam Kurumai Karuna Bharite. Oh, you who are filled with compassion. Oh, you whose divine characteristics are described by Sanatana Varnita Charite. Whose divine characteristics are described by great sages. Sanaka, and Sanatana, or Radhe, please be merciful to me. This has to be our prayer. This has to be our prayer. Oh Radharani, please be merciful to me. Why? Because you are the beloved of Madhava. Like I was putting some messages on the group. Prabhupada said actually when we say Radha, Radha, Radhe, Radhe, Krishna, Radharani is not happy. She is looking here and there. Where is Krishna? Krishna is not there. So something that Bhakti Vikas Maharaj was saying in the class, he's saying that Krishna, he exists elsewhere. Krishna is there. We know Krishna is there in Vrindavan. Krishna is there in Mathura. Krishna is in Dwarka. Krishna is present in various places. So Krishna can, of course, it says Vrindavanam Parityajya Padam Ekam Nagachati. So Krishna doesn't leave Vrindavan and go out, but still Krishna is also manifest as Vasudeva. Krishna is there in Dwarka, is there in Mathura, etc. And it is said Krishna is Purna in Dwarka, Purna Tara in Mathura, and Purna Tama in Vrindavan. So he is most complete in Vrindavan. But he is still complete. He is more complete. But he is there. He is there in Mathura. He is there in Dwarka. But what about Radharani? Radharani exists nowhere outside Vrindavan. Radharani doesn't leave Vrindavan. That is why when Krishna, in Garga Samhita it is mentioned, when Krishna tells Radharani saying that, it's time for my pastimes, I have to manifest on Bhoma, in material universe. Please come. Radharani says, no, I can't come. I can't leave my Vrindavan. I can't leave my Govardhan. I can't leave my Yamuna. And then Krishna says, okay, no, they will all manifest. So Radharani has no existence outside Vrindavan. Krishna has obligations. Because Krishna has come in Bhagavad Gita, he said, Paritranaya sadhunam vinashaya chadushkritam dharma samsthapanarthaya. Okay, I have a responsibility of establishing dharma. Then he says, Sarva dharman parityaja mamekam chandraja ham tvam sarva papebhya mokshayishyami. So Krishna has all these other responsibilities, obligations. Radharani has only one, her whole existence is only for one reason, which is to love and serve Krishna. So we have to understand the unique position of Radharani, For her, there is nothing else but Krishna. There's nothing else, nobody else but Krishna. This is her unique position. Krishna has obligations to fulfill, right? Like he says, "Ye yatha mam prapadyante tam tathaiva bhajamyaham." So he has to go to Dwaraka, he has to go to Mathura, he has to do Dharma Samstapana, then there are queens of Dwaraka, he has so many things to take care of. And he has to go, he's there everywhere. Though he's not happy. He's not happy anywhere else. That we know from Srila Jiva Goswami in Gopala Champu. He says, Krishna is crying every day in the night without his Vraja devotees, taking their names and telling Balaram, "Oh, see my fate, Balaram. I'm stuck here. See my fate," Krishna is saying. So Krishna is absolutely not happy outside Vrindavan, but he has obligations. He has to go. But Radharani doesn't go. That is why Acharya says, Radha Padankita Dham say Vrindavan. What is Vrindavan? Radha Padankita Dhama. Meaning, Vrindavan is the place where Radharani's footprints are there. Of course, Krishna's footprints are there, but it is recognized as the abode of, she is the queen of Vrindavan. She is the queen of Vrindavan. Vrindavaneshwari. She is. So this is Radharani's unique position. We have to understand Radharani's sole existence itself is to love and serve Krishna. So now I'm going to talk about little bit about who Radharani is. Okay, so I said generally at a very high level saying that Radharani existence is loving Krishna. She is beloved to Madhava, and we have to pray to her for mercy. And how do we pray to Radharani for mercy? By chanting the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. We should understand this. That we will get Krishna's mercy if we get Radharani's mercy. And we get Radharani's mercy by lovingly taking her name. So simple. And that is why in our parampara we chant Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. And we should feel, actually we should try this. I've been talking about one more seminar on chanting Hare Krishna, which we'll do some other time. But when you're chanting Hare Krishna, we should chant Hare deeply. Like Hare Krishna. Try to chant like that. See what you experience. What will you experience after that? Just simply this. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. That drag that Hare. And see what you experience. This is the power of Hare Krishna Mahamantra. You should experience. I'm not going to tell you what you will experience. You chant and then you see what you experience. And then next class you can tell me if you experience something or didn't experience. So Radharani is worshipped by chanting Hare Krishna, by chanting the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. What are we saying in Hare Krishna mantra? Srila Prabhupada said, "O Radha, O Krishna, O energy of Krishna, O Krishna." So the first, we are begging first for the mercy of Srimati Radharani. That is why we should understand the whole parampara guru is manifestation of that mercy of Srimati Radharani. And it is through the guru that we connected. How does this connection happen? Guru hands over the devotee, disciple to his guru and so on until it goes till Radharani. And Radharani tells Krishna, "Krishna, this devotee serves you very nicely. Please accept him or her." And Krishna says, "Oh, really? He serves." This is the mood of Radharani. She always thinks that she is not the best. There are so many devotees who serve Krishna better than her. So unless we get Srimati Radharani's mercy, we cannot get Krishna's mercy. And we get Srimati Radharani's mercy by simply chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Nothing else is required. Nothing else is required. So we should understand, we have been given the essence of everything. I mean, literally, whether we understand, not understand, doesn't matter. We should understand what we have got. is the most precious. The Hare Krishna Mahamantra is the most precious because it will directly give us mercy of Srimati Radharani. And when we get mercy of Srimati Radharani, we get mercy of Krishna. And then we can serve them. So who is Radharani? Now this is, I'm reading from few verses from Chaitanya Charitamrita, chapter 4, Adi Leela, chapter 4. Radha Krishna Eka Atma Duhi Deha Dhari Anyone Vilase Rasa Aswadana Kari. So Radha and Krishna are one and the same. But they have assumed two bodies. Thus, they enjoy each other, tasting the mellows of love. So, we're saying that they are one and the same, but they've assumed two bodies. How did they assume two bodies? So this I'm quoting from His Holiness Bhakti Purushottam Swami Maharaj's book, Radharani's appearance in Goloka. So Maharaj is quoting here. There is no reference here, so I don't know from where this has been taken. So Maharaj is describing in Goloka Vrindavana, there is a place called Rasa Mandala. On one side of the Rasa Mandala, there is a mountain called Shata Shringa. This mountain appeared in Bhuloka as Govardhana. Okay, this is just a description of this place called Rasa Mandala. On one side, there is Shata Shringa. In Vrindavana, there are nice gardens of Malati and Mallika flowers. I'm not going to go into the description of Vrindavana because that is another whole chapter. The Lord of the universe, by whose mere desire everything happens, was sitting in that garden on a beautiful Ratna Simhasana. So Krishna is sitting in this Rasa Mandala, in this place in Goloka Vrindavana. He's sitting there. And what happened? He had the desire to enjoy. And as soon as this desire came to his mind, he had a desire to enjoy. And as soon as this desire came to his mind, immediately from his left side, please hear, from his left side appeared a very beautiful Devi. So what happened? Krishna suddenly developed a desire to enjoy. And as soon as this happened, what happened? Something happened. A beautiful Devi appeared from the left side of his body. So, like Chaitanya Charitamrita, Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami is saying, Dui Dehe, Eka Atma, Duhi Dehi Deha Dhari. They're only one, they're one person, which is Krishna. And now from Krishna's left side of his body, this beautiful Devi manifested. And her description, she was decorated with valuable jewels and wore cloth purified by fire. She was dazzling like millions of moons, her body the color of molten gold. She was illuminating everything with her radiance. When she smiled, her teeth were very attractive. Her face depicted the beauty of the lotus flower in autumn. She was wearing a flower garland of malati and a diamond necklace. Her bodily effulgence was brilliant like the sun in summer season. She was sitting next to Krishna on the Ratna Simhasan. So this beautiful Devi, whose beauty is described here, she appeared from the left side of Krishna's body, and she's seated with Krishna on the Ratna Simhasan. Thus the Lord appeared in two forms. The Lord himself now appeared in two forms. I always used to wonder whenever I used to see paintings of the spiritual world, right, that Srila Prabhupada has presented. You see all the faces of even men, like for example Krishna or Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Actually, their beauty resembles the beauty of woman. Actually, if you very closely observe, actually that beauty is not beauty of woman. That is because of our contaminated consciousness that we see from what we learn from this material world. But that beauty of the woman is actually coming from Krishna, and that manifested as Srimati Radharani. So Krishna has that beauty. Krishna himself has that beauty, and now that beauty manifested in the form of Srimati Radharani. Of course, not that Krishna is Purnamidam, Purnamadam, Purnat, Purnamadachit. It's not like he lost his beauty, right? But his beauty manifested as Srimati Radharani. And she's sitting beside Krishna. Now, what does she do? What does Radharani do as soon as she manifests? See, this is the most important part which you have to understand. When Lord Sri Krishna saw Radhika, he wanted to enjoy with her because his desire was to enjoy. And when we hear this word enjoy, which is why we have to be very, very careful about this word enjoy. When we think of enjoy, we only think about sense gratification. We only think about perverted, thought process. When you think, oh, Krishna wanted to enjoy with Radha, it's perverted thoughts come to our mind because we are in this perverted material world. We are not pure, right? So whenever we think about a male and female, there's only one enjoyment that comes to our mind, right? Which is a sex enjoyment of this material world. And it is the most fallen. I'm going to talk about that. Right? So he wanted to enjoy with her. Knowing this, her form became even more beautiful. And this is the achintya aspect of Goloka. Right? Just because Radharani came to know that now Krishna wants to enjoy with me, her beauty increased. Her beauty increased. Immediately, what did she do? Immediately, she ran to pick flowers to offer to the lotus feet of Sri Hari. This is love. Love means service. Love doesn't mean now I'm sitting on Vyasasana and I'm giving great classes, this, that, and all that, and then I'm sitting taking service from others. No, this is not love. Love means service. So Radharani, as soon as she manifested, she's running. And here Maharaj describes because she appeared in the Rasa Mandala and immediately ran to serve the Lord by picking flowers, she is known as Radha. Why? Ra represents Rasa Mandala. Dha represents Dhavamana. Dhavamana in Sanskrit means running. So Radha means the one who appeared in Rasa Mandala and who ran to bring flowers to offer to Krishna. So we can understand Radharani's whole existence itself is love and service. I'm just saying love and service because if I say simply love, then we will just think, oh, it's something of the mind. No, love means service. If somebody says, that's why people put this, I lost my heart in Vrindavan, this, that, and all. If we really love Krishna, Radha, and Krishna, we will not do anything except serving them. There won't be anything else in our life except serving them. Radha we sing Radha Krishna Pranamora Jagalakishare. Really? Really Radha Krishna Pranamora? If Radha Krishna is my prana, why am I engaging in all other nonsense? So we should not simply sing these songs. We are simply singing, though we are nowhere near that mood. But we should understand love means service. Love means service. So this is how Srimati Radharani manifested. And Narada Pancharatra also says how they are one, but they appeared as two. So there is a little bit of explanation here. So Krishna has three energies: Antaranga Shakti, Bahiranga Shakti, and Tatastha Shakti. Right? We understand this. Antaranga, internal potency; Bahiranga Shakti, external. Tatastha is Jiva Shakti, in neither here nor there. Now, from the internal potency is also known as Swarupa Shakti or Chit Shakti. Okay. From the internal potency, there are three aspects: Sandhini, Samvit, Ladini. Okay. Sandhini means existential potency. Existential means the Lord's existential potency by which he maintains his existence. So Krishna's form, Krishna's dhamma, Krishna's parents, everything which is existing is because of this Samvit potency. Krishna's form also manifests by his Samvit potency. Okay. And then there is, Sandhini potency. Then there is Samvit potency. Samvit means Jnana. Samvit. So this Samvit potency helps us to actually, here it is said, it is again inconceivable. Lord knows himself. Krishna knows himself by this Samvit potency. And of course, it is the knowledge about Krishna, that Krishna is the Supreme Lord, etc. All this is Samvit potency. So Krishna knows himself and devotees know Krishna by this Samvit potency. So without Samvit, without Jnana, we cannot understand Krishna. We cannot approach Krishna. We cannot approach Radharani. But of course, Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, Dadami buddhi yogam tam yena mam poyanti te. So Krishna will give that knowledge. It's not required that we have to be some pandits, but we have to be very sincerely. We have to render 24 hours loving devotional service to Krishna. If we do this, then Krishna is saying Dadami buddhi yogam. So that samvit potency will manifest in us. So we will understand what our position is, what Radharani's position is, what Krishna's position is, what our Swarup's sthiti is, what our constitutional position is. Everything we will understand by just this service attitude. And service means not simply. So this is another thing. Sometimes generally devotees think seva means seva and sadhana are not different. Sadhana is also seva. Sadhana is the first seva, and then there are other sevas. So basically, just by following the process of devotional service, but with love and affection, not mechanically. If you do mechanically, we will not come to this platform. That is why there are two paths of bhakti also, right? First is there's Vaidhi bhakti, and then there's Raganuga bhakti. So I'm going to say a lot of things. If somebody is making a note, you will possibly make the connection. Otherwise, it's pretty complicated, right? So Vaidhi bhakti is the process by which we just follow vidhi. Okay, somebody is saying, get up in the morning, chant Hare Krishna, go and offer, do deity worship. Oh, I have to offer deity worship. Ding, 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 ding. Okay, this is Vaidhi bhakti. Just I'm doing. I have no attachment, nothing. I'm simply following the rules. Now, as we make progress in Vaidhi bhakti, then we have to progress towards Raganuga bhakti. Now, this Raganuga bhakti is very, very different. So, devotee who is a Raganuga Bhakta, who is situated on the platform of Raganuga Bhakti, externally he follows Vaidhi Bhakti. Never, ever, however mature the devotee is, will he break rules. Please understand this. The most mature devotee externally will follow all the rules of Vaidhi Bhakti. Raganuga Bhakti is performed in the Siddha Deha, which is internal. So this is Siddha Deha. So anyway, we'll talk about this some other time. But the point is that we can never break rules. If we break rules of Vaidhi Bhakti, we cannot more progress towards Raganuga Bhakti. And only when we come to Raganuga Bhakti can this Krishna Prema, can this Braja Prema manifest in us. So this mechanical process has to be eliminated, and slowly love and attachment for Krishna service has to increase. And then we have to make progress. Then we have to come to Raganuga stage. Then we will achieve perfection. So it's a long way. It's a long way to go. And the third part of that internal energy is the Hladini Shakti. And Hladini is the pleasure-giving potency, right? By this potency, Lord gets pleasure, and devotees are also nourished. So Bhakti is also Hladini Shakti. Because Bhakti is Hladini Shakti, because Bhakti gives pleasure to Krishna, Bhakti gives pleasure to devotees. So when we do any activities of Bhakti, please understand it is situated in the Hladini Shakti, in the internal potency of Krishna. Hladinira Sara Prema Sara Bhava, Bhavera Parama Kashta Nama Mahabhava. The essence of Hladini Shakti is love, Prema. The essence of Prema is Bhava. The ultimate development of Bhava is Mahabhava. So we know about this Ado Shraddha Tada Sadhu Sangha Bhajana Kriya Anartha Nivritti Nishta Ruchi Asakti Bhava Prema. Then there is Sneha, Mana, etc. So on. Finally, there is Mahabhava. So that is the ultimate emotion, Mahabhava. And then he says, Mahabhava Swarupa Śrī Rādhā Thakurani Sarva Guna Khai Krishna Kanta Shiromani. Śrī Rādhā Thakurani is the embodiment of Mahabhava. She is the repository of all good qualities and the crest jewel among all the lovely consorts of Lord Krishna. So who is Srimati Radharani? If somebody asks, what should we say? She is Mahabhava Swarupini. We simply say Radharani is Hladini Shakti. No. She is Mahabhava Swarupini. Hladini Shakti, essence of Hladini Shakti is Prema. But the ultimate development of Prema is Mahabhava. And she is the Mahabhava Swarupini. There's only one person who is Mahabhava Swarupini. That is Radharani. Krishna Prema Bhavita Yara Chitendriya Kaya Krishna Nija Shakti Radha Krida Rasahaya. And what is this Radharani? Her mind senses and body are steeped in love for Krishna. She is Krishna's own energy and she helps him in his pastimes. So this is, wow, this is who Srimati Radharani is. So we have to understand that she is non-different from Krishna. She is coming from Krishna's body, but they have eternally separated for Krishna's pleasure. And Prabhupada says this, we chant this verse, Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Haripri. So Prabhupada said, he said, our business is we offer obeisances to her. We should approach Krishna through Radha. She is Haripriye. So we should approach Krishna through Radha, and that is the reason why we chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Now we can also understand when Srila Prabhupada, even on Radhastami classes, he used to give classes on Bhagavad Gita. We said that no, we cannot hear this Radha Katha. We require purification. We require purification. He did not speak much, but he has written it in his books, and we are supposed to read. That's why yesterday, I was reading some stuff from, that actually my Guru Maharaj had sent, so I forwarded that on teachings of Lord Chaitanya. So we should understand we are not qualified, but then if we don't understand at all, we will not develop any kind of motivation to drive ourselves. Why should we understand Srimati Radharani? Because she is so impossible to attain. She is so high. She is so high. So my Guru Maharaj in the class is saying, we are in the gutter. We are in the gutter. Where are we? We look at ourselves. We are in the gutter of material existence. And then we look up like this. What do we see? Oh, we look up, then there is this Akasha, then there are birds flying there, then we go higher and higher, we go to Antariksha. Then above that Antariksha, we have all these material planets, Urdhva Loka. And then there are the 7 coverings of this material universe. Then we cross this material universe. After we cross this material universe, then we come to Viraja. We cross the Viraja river, then we come to Brahma Jyoti. Then we come to Vaikuntha Loka. Now, when we go to Vaikuntha Loka, what do they know about Radharani? They have no idea. They have no idea about Krishna and Radha's pastimes. So then from there we go up, then we go to Ayodhya, then we go to Dwaraka, then we go to Mathura. Finally we come to Vrindavan. Where do we find Radharani? There in Vrindavan. We don't find her anywhere else. So we should understand, for us to go from our gutter situation. What is our gutter situation? Aham mama. Me and mine. Sense gratification. This is our gutter situation. But we have to know that, oh, okay, I have to reach her. Now I am thinking I'm in the gutter. It's okay. I'm just, move some of this kachada aside, and maybe I'll keep one leg in the gutter, one leg outside. But that's not going to help us reach Radharani. And we have to reach Radharani, because if we don't reach Radharani, we don't get Krishna. And we want both Radha and Krishna. So when we hear these topics, we should understand, oh, the only solution to this is Tivra Bhakti. Only if I do intense devotional service can I actually pull myself out of this gutter, because I don't have the strength to pull myself. When I do Tivra Bhakti will pull me out. Tivra Bhakti will pull me out. What does Tivra Bhakti means? Tivra means intense. Intense. In one place, Prabhupada says it is Kevala Bhakti, just Anyabhilashita Shunyam. That is also Tivra Bhakti. But in another place, he says intense. Intense. Tivrata means intense. We should do Bhakti intensely. One of the devotees from whom I am very much inspired is His Grace Vidwan Gauranga Prabhu. For Tattva, so sharp clarity of Tattva. So once he came to Bangalore and he looked at all of us and he said, you guys are all doing time pass bhakti. This is how he speaks, for those who know Vidwan Gaurang Prabhu. He says like this, he said, you guys are doing time pass bhakti. And that just hit me like, I was fortunately sitting beside him when he was saying this, you guys do time pass bhakti. And I said like, oh, what does this mean? What do you mean time pass bhakti? He said, no, this is not how we do bhakti. And now we are doing bhakti when you have time. Bhakti has to be our occupation. Then, of course, then so many questions came to how, we are grihasthas, we have this, that. And then he answered, yes. There's so many solutions he gave. I don't want to go into that. But anyway, so the idea is that wherever we are, whatever situation we are in, we should do Tivra Bhakti. Yes, we have work, we have office, whatever we have to do, we have to do. And I've been highlighting this Varnashrama, cut off, Grihastha Ashrama, cut off, cut off, cut off, cut off. Right? Till then also, what should be our focus? Many devotees come and ask me, Prabhu, I have, should I focus on material growth? Should I focus on my profession? I said, what do you mean by focus? I mean, you're going to get whatever is destined, predestined for you to get. What is the use in focusing on something which you don't even have in your control? The only thing you have in your control is what you do today with your free will, and that you should use to do bhakti. What about my profession, etc.? That's already predetermined. And anyway, when we surrender to Krishna, Krishna will take care of it. Do your work sincerely. We're not saying that you go to work for 8 hours and then don't be there for 4 hours, do something else. No, we don't want to we are representing Prabhupada, we are representing ISKCON, we are representing Krishna. So we don't want to be a wrong example. Whatever we are doing, we do it sincerely, but we don't become a donkey. We don't work like a donkey. We work like human beings, and we want work-life balance, and our life is Krishna Bhakti. And of course, we also have the responsibility of taking our family together. So many things. But the point is that our mood, our absorption should be in Tivra Bhakti. Only if we do Tivra Bhakti, we can actually reach there. Right now, we are in Ichcha, Dvesha, Samuthena, Dvandva, Mohena, Bharata. We are in this delusion of Ichcha, Dvesha, me, mine. We are in illusion. Unless we pull ourselves out and come to the pure platform, we cannot reach Radharani. And we have to look, we have to see, oh, there she is. Shukadev Goswami also did not speak about Radharani openly. Anaradhito Nunam. So that also, he was avoiding so much. Then somehow indirectly used the word Anaradhita, Aradhana, Radha. And that whole word also is using with the intention of saying that service mood. Why nobody speaks about this? Because this is Krishna's personal, private affair. See, please understand, this is Krishna's home. Vrindavan is Krishna's home. Who talks about a great personality's affairs in the home, affairs with his wife, with other people? Nobody speaks about all this. It is said even in the Śrī Vaishnava Sampradaya, there's one Acharya, Annamaya. So he talked about conjugal love of Vishnu and Lakshmi, apparently, Narayana and Lakshmi. But otherwise, it's not generally spoken. It's not very spoken. So we have to tread very carefully. That is why, we have to be very, very cautious. We simply go and suddenly start hearing some esoteric pastimes of Radha and Krishna. We might even lose faith, or we might become sahajiyas. When if some people say, oh, I hear Gita Govinda. Baba, I mean, we are struggling with Bhagavad Gita. What Gita Govinda is the essence of Radha Krishna Prema that is there. And we'll get bewildered. We'll just lose our mind. So we have to be very cautious. That is why generally I recommend saying that when you hear something and you immediately, if there is some kind of material feeling arising in you, close your ear. You're not qualified to hear that. Because it's too intimate. Radha Krishna Prema is too intimate. We cannot understand it. But of course, we cannot remain like that for all along, because our goal is only reach that. What is our goal? What did Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu say? Gopi Bhartur Padakamalayur Dasa Dasa Dasanu Dasa. Gopi Bhartur. Why Gopi Bhartur? Why is he referring to Gopi Bhartur? Because this is our bhava. So I'm going to now briefly talk about, see this, we've heard of this Parakiya bhava. Jiva Goswami was so cautious that he described marriage of Radha and Krishna in Gopalachampa. Marriage means Swakiya, and Radha Krishna is Parakiya. So he, because at that time people were opposing Parakiya, so they were offending by opposing. So he just established Radha and Krishna, got them married. But then Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur came to refute it. He says, no, it's not Swakiya, it's Parakiya. Some people say that Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur was actually Rupa Goswami in another form. So anyway, but we should understand this Parakiya. So I'm going to briefly discuss this Rasano. What is this? What is rasa? What is our? So we understand that there are 5 primary rasas. I'm not going to go into technicalities of rasa and bhava and rati and all this. This is all from Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu. And we have to study. All of us have to study Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu. It is actually the textbook for bhakti. So what is our Prabhupada said that if you read 4 books, you will achieve perfection. What are those? Bhagavad Gita, Srimad Bhagavatam, Chaitanya Charitamrita, and Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu. If we read these 4, we'll achieve perfection. Because Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu is like really Bhakti Rasa Amrita Sindhu. It's like an ocean of bhakti. And there are so many things, so many things. It's just, we shouldn't. Somebody telling me, oh, what? I'll read all these books, finish it off. There's no question of finishing it off. Half of the times we won't understand what is being said. So how will you finish? You have to come back again to read it to understand what is being spoken. Okay, so this rasa and parakiya bhava, this I'll explain and close. Like I said, this is an unlimited topic. I can go on and on. So many things to talk about. So there are 5 primary rasas. Rasa is Prabhupada simply translated as a mellow, something that we are trying to experience in a relationship. Simple, just to keep it very simple to understand. Mellow means some taste that we experience in a relationship is a mellow. So first is, of course, Gaudiya Vaishnavas don't accept this Shanta Rasa, but yeah, technically there's Shanta. Then there's Dasya, Sakya, Vatsalya, Madhurya. Then there are 7 secondary rasas. We are not going to go into this. Now, first thing we have to understand is Dasya is the foundation of all rasas. From Dasya, then there is Sakya. Sakya also, the foundation is Dasya. Vatsalya also foundation is Dasya. Madhurya also, the foundation is Dasya. That means that everybody is just feeling themselves as Dasa. They're feeling themselves as servants of Krishna. Okay. So now Dasya is all okay, is perfect, understandable, because it's also there in Vaikuntha. I am the servant of Krishna, I am the servant of Vishnu, I will serve them. Okay, Dasya, fine. He is the master, I am the servant. Easy, very easy to understand, no complication, and no nothing, simple. Then we come to this Sakya, Vatsalya, Madhurya. Actually, again, going back to Chaitanya Charitamrita, Krishna is telling why he actually appears in this material world. Krishna manifests in this material world to actually teach us this Raja Prema, which is Raganuga Prema, Ragatmika Bhakti. So he came to show us that how do devotees worship me? And how do devotees worship Krishna in Raja? By not knowing that he is the Supreme Lord. They don't understand that he is the Supreme Lord. They just think, Krishna is my friend, Sakha. Sakha means equal status. Equal status. Krishna and me are same status. He is not any great. He is not any some supreme person. Anyway, if he's there, he's there. It's okay. I'm his friend. Equal status. Then Vatsalya, superior status. Parents are thinking, he is dependent on me. I have to take care of him. So what about Krishna, Supreme Lord? Yashoda Mata is seeing, Krishna is lifting. Everybody is seeing Krishna is lifting Govardhan. No. He is not lifting it. Actually, it's just by the mercy of Vishnu. Then somebody else says, no, Krishna only says, no. Actually, Govardhan is flying by himself. I am simply standing here with my little finger. How can I hold up this? Radha, Yashoda Mata says, yes. He is not holding. But Krishna, you are holding for 7 days. No, you are very tired. Let me feed you. How will you get strength to stand there like that for 7 days? So, Supreme Lord, no, he is my son. That's all. Vatsalya. So, no concept of Supreme Person about it. Madhurya. Now, when you come to Madhurya, it's even inconceivable. So, the Madhurya Rasa has 2 types. Madhurya means conjugal. Conjugal actually generally just means married relationship between husband and wife. But here we have 2 types. One is Swakiya and the other is Parakiya. Swakiya is very simple to understand. Everybody who is married in this material world, of course, the intention is to experience Swakiya Prema, but it happens for very limited period of time. But anyway, that's the reality of this world. So Swakiya, a husband and wife, and that love they exchange. This is Swakiya. So this happens between Krishna and the queens of Dwarka. Very simple. Yes, Krishna is their husband. Yeah, Lakshmi, Narayana, husband, wife. Okay, they have a conjugal relationship, love. Okay, understand. When we come to this Parakiya, what is Parakiya? So in this concept, there are two nomenclature. One is called Upapati, and then there is called Parakiya. There is Pati, Pati, we all understand. Patni, Pati, Pati, right? Then there is Upapati. Upapati means he's not the Pati, but he wants to take over that Pati's position. Basically, paramour, like a person is married to somebody and he or she is in love with somebody else outside marriage. So this is Upapati, the male person whom a lady who is married, a lady is married, she likes a person apart from her husband. He is called Upapati. That person whom she loves is called Upapati. Okay, and she herself is called Parakiya. And this whole bhava, rasa, is called Parakiya bhava, which means a lady married is now loving somebody else outside marriage. So this is Parakiya. And then when Shukadeva Goswami talks about, some of this in Srimad Bhagavatam, Parikshit Maharaj is thinking, oh, all these people who are sitting and hearing, some of them are atheists, some of them are karma mimamsis, some of them are gnanis, they are not devotees. They will not understand all this. Now he's again saying, how can Krishna do like this? He's asking Parikshit Maharaj, how can Krishna do? He came to do dharma samstapana, he's breaking dharma. So for that, Bhaktivinoda Thakur gives a beautiful explanation in Jaiva Dharma. He says, see, this material world is a perverted reflection of the spiritual world. And we should, why am I talking about all this? Because we should be able to defend our tattva, our philosophy, what we are trying to do. So material world is a perverted reflection of the spiritual world. Which means whatever is on top in the spiritual world, because it's a reflection, automatically it comes at the bottom. It is seen at the bottom. So what is seen at the bottom of relationships in this material world is this Parakiya, paramour love, is the bottom, is lowest, tucha. Nobody even likes to talk about it. Then comes Swakiya, then Vatsalya, then Sakhya, then Dasya, higher. That is why people generally think Dasya is more superior than Madhurya, because it's perverted. So lowest is Parakiya, then Swakiya, then Vatsalya, then Sakhya, then Dasya, then Shanta. Shanta, oh, all these sannyasis. Some dhyana, meditation, this, that. Oh, Shanta, oh, they are so Shanta, so they are the supreme. But this is a complete perverted reflection of the spiritual world. So when you reverse it, what will happen? Shanta is the lowest in the spiritual world. Nobody cares. Like I said, Gaudiya Vaishnavas don't even consider Shanta as a rasa. Right? Then comes Dasya. Oh, Dasya is the foundation. Then above that is Sakhya. Oh, very good. Better than Sakhya is Vatsalya. Better than Vatsalya is Swakiya Madhurya. And better than Swakiya Madhurya is Parakiya Madhurya. So this Parakiya Madhurya, which is the supreme most in the spiritual world, is because of the perverted reflection, appears to us as the cheapest, insignificant or even abominable. Not worth talking about. Now the next question comes. How can this, which seems to us like really, really abominable, how can it be the topmost rasa? How can Krishna, who has come to establish dharma, is now engaging in this kind of parakiya? Why is he even doing this? Of course, then Shukadeva Goswami doesn't want to answer. He just tells Parikshit Maharaj, great controllers can do whatever we want. We can't question them. He didn't give detailed explanation of this answer. Because only those who are faithful will come search for this answer. They will not find it even in Bhagavatam, saying why Parakiya is the supreme. So for this, we have to understand a concept which is called Abhimana. Okay. So see, in the spiritual world, we should understand who are the gopis. Gopis have manifested from Srimati Radharani's pores, hair pores, like Brahmandas come from Mahavishnu's pores. Like that, gopis have manifested from the hair pores of Radha. And Radharani has come from Krishna's own body. So Radharani is not different from Krishna. Gopis are not different from Radharani. So which means that gopis are not different from Krishna. So Radharani, she's come from her body, and there's also one pastime where Brahma comes in, gets Radha and Krishna married much before, when they were young. That place is called Bhandiravan. When we go to Vrindavan Yatra this year, hopefully Krishna willing, we'll go to that place, Bhandiravan, where Brahma came and got Radha and Krishna married. Because Radha and Krishna are eternally married. I mean, they're eternally husband and wife, like Lakshmi Narayana, like Rama Sita. Radha and Krishna are eternally married. But Krishna is Leela Purushottama. Krishna is like, okay, Rama, okay, Ekapatni Vrata. Okay, this is all boring. Okay, what shall I do? So he wants to experience some, excessive bliss. So now what happens in Goloka Vrindavana is that there is a concept, there is a conception. This is called conception, abhimana. The word is abhimana. It's called a conception. So in the minds of Radharani and gopis and Krishna, by Yogamaya, who's the Leela Shakti, what she does is she creates a conception or a thought process or a feeling saying that they are married to somebody else. This is not true. They just in their mind that they're married to somebody else. And this concept in their mind that they're married to somebody else is called abhimana. Okay. So in their mind, Radharani is thinking, oh, I'm married to somebody else. And then she's thinking, oh, I'm then loving this Krishna. But actually, no, they're husband and wife. But the Leela Shakti is creating such a situation that Radharani is thinking that Krishna is not my husband. And Krishna is thinking, oh, no, I'm not married at all. And Radharani is married to some other Gopa. So this is just something in the mind, right? And same thing with Vatsalya also. Krishna doesn't take birth in Goloka. But Yashoda, Maya and Nanda Maharaj are thinking, oh, Krishna is taking birth. That is their abhimana. That is their abhimana. It's something in there, it's some conception that is there in the mind. Now, but when this Goloka pastimes manifest on the Bhoma, on this material world, people can't understand and accept it. Oh, what is this? Okay, Radharani is married to somebody. Where is that husband? Where is her husband? People will ask. So what happens? The Leela Shakti, what she does, this abhimana, which is there in Radharani's mind, she manifests that as a person. So that abhimana, that mind, that mood that I'm married to somebody else, that mood manifests actually as a husband. And he's called Abhimanyu. So we understand, no, everything in the spiritual world is has a person manifestation. Vedas means there are persons, right? Kali Yuga means there is a Kali Purusha. So everything has a manifestation. There's a person behind that Shakti. And that manifestation of that Abhimana in this material world is Abhimanyu and all the other Gopa husbands of these gopis. They're just their own state of mind, which have now manifested as forms to enable the Bhauma Leela. So we should understand Radha and Krishna are perfectly pure because they're husband and wife. And Radharani is not impure like so many people think. Oh, she's married to somebody else. She's having affairs. No, she's having affairs. She's having Leela. She's giving bliss to Krishna, who is her own. And why is all this complication? Why should it be so complicated? Because you don't keep a diamond in the marketplace. You don't keep a diamond. You don't open a diamond shop, put it in a, in some basket and keep it in the middle of market saying diamond, diamond, diamond. First of all, people will think you're crazy. Now, who's going to keep diamond in a market? So this must be fake. So this Radha Krishna Leela, understanding Radharani's supreme position. I mean, It's only when that is why we have to get connected to the right parampara. Then with our purification, we'll be able to enter into these topics. It's not for everybody. It's not for everybody. Right? And once we understand, oh, Radharani is not different from Krishna. Oh, Radharani is Krishna. Now, why this? Because Krishna wants to experience that excitement. Now, I don't know how many, I mean, I'm just giving a mundane example here. I don't know how many of you actually loved somebody in the material world. And, if you have what we call as general love affairs in this material world, you understand the excitement. You know, what is the excitement for Krishna? Oh, Jatila is not letting Radharani come to meet. Then Krishna's parents are there, and so many people, so many obstacles. Now overcome all these obstacles. And this is the excitement of Vrindavana. And now what are we supposed to do? Who are we all? Oh, there are 630 million gopis. There are unlimited gopis. And they're all there. And there are so many people who are doing sadhana, who is becoming perfect, who wants to go Vrindavan from all over those so many zillions of universes. And there are already so many gopis. Then there are sakhis. So then there are two things. Then there are sakhis and then there are manjaris. Who are sakhis? Sakhis are friends of Srimati Radharani. They're slightly elder in age also. What is Radharani's age? 14 around. And manjaris, sakhis are also plus or minus 1 month, 2 month, 3 months, 4 months elder, younger. Manjaris are about 13 years, around 13 years, or 12 to 13 years in that range. And who are Manjaris? Manjaris are the assistants of the gopis. They are the assistants. What do Manjaris do in Goloka? Their only aim, of course, what is the goal of Sakhis? Their only aim is to bring Radha and Krishna together, overcoming all these obstacles. Overcoming all these obstacles. And what do Manjaris do? Manjaris help out the Sakhis. What does a typical Manjari's day look like? It's like, Radha Krishna sleep at 2:30. Manjaris have to sleep after that. Manjaris have to get up before Radha and Krishna wake up, which is maybe around 4:30 or 5. So they are more busy than the divine couple. So this is Manjari. This is Gopi Bhartur Padakamalayur Dasa 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 Anudasa. This is what we are supposed to be doing. That is why in our Gaudiya Sampradaya, what Prabhupada has given, what our Acharyas have given, this whole deity worship. The whole deity worship is a process of actually worshipping Radha and Krishna in Goloka. This is how it is done. Like this 24 hours. It is going on. What 24 hours? There is no concept of 24 hours because the time has no jurisdiction in the spiritual world. But still there is a concept of 24 hours. Still there is a concept of Astakaliya Leela, eightfold pastimes. The day is divided into 8 parts, Krishna's day, full day. And there are different times, there are different pastimes. And Manjaris are there to help out in all these pastimes. And the whole goal is keeping Radha and Krishna together. That is why we don't worship Krishna alone. We don't worship Krishna alone. It's painful. Krishna is suffering when Radharani is not there. Please, we cannot understand this, how Krishna can suffer. Because Krishna in Vaikuntha also is Atmarama. Atmarama means he is satisfied in self to a great extent. But in Goloka, Krishna is Pararama. Pararama means his happiness depends on others. And his happiness only solely depends on Radharani. Now we might be here so many pastimes. We hear about Chandravali, we hear about Radha. We think Radha and Chandravali are, opponents. They're fighting for Krishna. No, they're not fighting for Krishna. Nobody can fight for Krishna. He is Radharani's possession. And nobody else. And Krishna says, I can't exist without Radha. Why? Because Radha and Krishna are one. So then we hear this Chandravali pastimes and this and that and everything. Just like a boy and a girl. That is why we should not hear pastimes. First, we should understand Tattva. Then when we hear, what is the mood in which we should hear Leelas? When we hear Radha Krishna Leela, something is happening. What should be our mood? Our mood should be, what is the service I will be doing in this Leela? Okay, Radha and Krishna are enjoying in this way. What will I be doing? Will I be taking one, little lotus petal and handing over to some Saki who will offer? Or will I, some garland somebody has made, will I get the service to offer it to a Lalita Saki who will offer? So there are so many services, and our meditation should be, what service will I get? Will I get some service? Can I get some service? There. Not hearing these past tense and okay, fun. This did you enjoy the class? Yes, I enjoyed the class. What is there for us to enjoy? It's not for our enjoyment. It is for Radha Krishna's enjoyment. Did you enjoy the festival? It's not for us to enjoy. It's for, did Radha and Krishna enjoy the festival? Specifically, tomorrow we should ask this. Is Srimati Radharani pleased with the service that we did? We tried to do it sincerely with love and affection. Was she pleased? Right? And our whole goal should be searching for this seva. That's why I keep telling, right? Seva bhava. We shouldn't be sitting like guests in the temple. When we come, we should be looking, okay, what can I do? Oh, this is Radha and Krishna's house. How can I serve them? What can I do? Oh, devotees are there. They're all guests. They're all, Radharani, Krishna will be pleased if I serve them. How can I serve these devotees? This is our mood. This is Gaudiya Parampara. Right? So then, if we are very firmly fixed on this tattva, then we can understand. We can try to understand. And that is why bhakti is called Sri Krishna Akarshini. Because bhakti is Radha. And who can attract Krishna? Only Radha can attract Krishna. That is why I said bhakti is also Hladini Shakti. That is Radha. So whenever we get some service, we should remember that this is Radharani's mercy. Last year, I was very fortunate. I got an opportunity to glorify Radharani in the temple. But I said, see, this is just Radharani's mercy. This year, I didn't get, no, that means that she's not happy. I have to do more. I have to purify myself more. Right? Otherwise, Radharani will not give us service. If she doesn't give us service, we cannot go and fight for it. We cannot fight, get it. We cannot demand it. We have to qualify ourselves. When we do bhakti nicely, Radharani is pleased. Then she gives us service. So when we get service, please understand that it is just a drop of Srimati Radharani's mercy. So she is the one who attracts Krishna. So bhakti is the one which attracts Krishna. And so anyway, I'll stop here. Like I said, it's like we can go on and on. Maybe because all of you like hearing pastime, one pastime I will say and end. Once Krishna, like Radharani is blasphemed in Goloka, in Gokula, in Vrindavan. Radharani is being called Krishna Kalankini. People are saying, oh, she's Kalankini, like black spot. So Radharani is feeling very bad. Saying, Krishna, what is this? Everybody's calling me Kalankini. Krishna says, no way, you're the purest of the pure. Like Krishna says, I am brahmachari. Krishna is a brahmachari because he's only, brahmachari means having a relationship with his own wife is brahmachari. And that too, controlled relationship. And Krishna is like that. So Krishna says, I am a brahmachari, you are the purest. So how can people speak like that? Okay, I'm going to create a situation where everybody will understand that you are the purest of pure. So then, one time what happens? Krishna suddenly feigns fever. Oh, he is fever. Oh, Krishna is down with fever. Yeah, for Yashoda Mata, the whole world comes down. The whole sky falls on her head. Oh, Krishna has fever. Krishna is not able to get up. Krishna is not able to eat. Krishna is not able to play. She just cannot tolerate this. And then they're trying so many medicines, this, that, nothing is working. Krishna's fever is not coming down at all. Then suddenly, one anonymous doctor walks in. He comes to Brother Gokul and Nandeshwar. And then Nanda Maharaj sees and Nanda Maharaj says, see, my son is having fever and he's suffering. Oh, is it? Okay, let me look at him. I'm a very special Vaidya. Okay, please come, please come. Then the doctor sees Krishna, tests his, pulses and all that. Oh, this is a very serious problem he has. But it's okay, it's okay. I have a solution. I have a solution. Don't worry, don't worry. Okay, you have a solution. What should we do? Okay, we have to get water from Yamuna. Oh, water from Yamuna. Yamuna is flowing everywhere. Okay, everybody's rushing. No, 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 no. Wait, wait, wait. Please here, please here. There are conditions. Conditions. Okay, please tell us. How should we? How? Please hear how you should get water from the Yamuna. You should get water from an Yamuna in a pot full of holes. Ah, pot full of holes. How can water remain in a pot full of holes? Yes, pot full of holes. And who can get it? The purest of pure can get this. Who is Pativrata, who is completely dedicated to their husband only. Only they can get this. Yeah, everybody in Gokula is everybody is Pativratas. Right? Nobody is. So then they think, oh, who is the best of all? Oh, best of all is Jatila. She keeps speaking so much about, she keeps scolding Radharani, saying, you're this, that. You have to be like this, chaste, this. Okay, Jatila. And Jatila says, oh, and Jatila says, Kutila, you do. Kutila says, no, 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 mother, you are the purest. You go. So Jatila goes. Jatila goes, takes that pot full of holes, and then puts it in the Yamuna, takes it out. Full water flows out. And Jatila is so embarrassed. Says, oh, I thought I was the purest Pativrata, and now in front of the whole village, I'm proved otherwise. Then what to do? Okay, Kutila, you come and try. Okay, Kutila says, okay, so she also does. Then all the other gopis are thinking, elderly gopis, if Jatila Kutila only couldn't do, what we'll do? We are also Pativratas, they are also Pativratas. If they couldn't do, we cannot do. Okay, give up. Then they go to the Vaidya and again says Nanda Maharaj, nobody is able to get water. Then Nanda Maharaj saying, what is this? The purest of pure, they're all so pure. Is your process proper? What you're saying? Then, no, 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 there is one person. By my Divya Shakti, I can understand there's one person who can get it. She's in Javat. Her name is Radha. Radha? Jatila just jumps off her. Radha? She's Kalankini. She can't say that outside because she's her daughter-in-law. How can Radha? No, no, Radharani can get this. Ask her to go and get it. And Radharani is praying, oh, Krishna, what is this? In front of everybody, now I'll be known as Kalankini. I'll fail to get water. Because Radharani is afraid, saying that, by doing this, she's going to put Krishna's position in difficulty. Because she was called Krishna Kalankini. So she's thinking, oh, if this becomes true, then Krishna will be blasphemed. People will blaspheme Krishna. And she's worried, and she's also worried for Krishna's health, saying that, oh, somehow this has to work. And Krishna does his usual magic. He makes sure that he puts his finger into each of the hole inconceivable potency. So she lifts water, there's not even one drop that falls. And then Radharani gets that pot to the Vaidya, and the Vaidya does whatever his upaya is, and then Krishna's fever goes, and then he's back up, and everybody's happy, and Krishna proves that Radharani is the purest. See, please understand one thing. Krishna is not just doing something for you misusing his power. He is the epitome of dharma. He will never break any rules. So Krishna just wanted to prove to everybody, saying, see, Radharani is the purest. Because she's really the purest. Radharani doesn't think of anybody apart from Krishna. So she is the purest. She can't live for a second, whatever that unit of time is, without thinking about Krishna. Without thinking about how to serve Krishna. So we have to become these dasis, Radharani. That is our goal. So like I said, if you remain Swami is in this material world. How can we become Dasis there? So we have to give up our nonsense, false ego, and serve, engage in Tivra Bhakti, and hope that this exalted state, which most other paramparas also cannot even understand or accept, that we can achieve. And simply by following the process, vidhi, properly, seriously, sincerely, we can achieve this success. And we are singing every day in Tulasi Aarti. Give me a place in the Kunja. Let me keep seeing Kishora Kishori. This is what it is. This is the goal. This is our goal. Who is allowed into the Kunja? Gopis. And only, of course, Priya Narma Sakhas of Krishna, Subala and few of his friends. Not even Sridham, who is Radharani's brother. And so it's the most exalted position, most exalted. If somebody wants to get into an IIT or IIM, is it like cakewalk? Now we are talking about getting into Radharani's group. Not easy. But we look at the difficult goal and we determine ourselves, saying that, yes, I have to do, I am going to do it. I'm going to do, try sincerely with all my effort. And not take life easy, not take bhakti easy, saying, nah, jab bhi hoga karung. Okay. Okay, what everybody is doing, I'm also doing. We don't know where they are going to reach. Please understand, we don't know where they are going to reach. Prabhupada said most of the devotees in ISKCON will go to heaven. We don't want to go to heaven. We want to go there. Radha Padankita Dham, say Vrindavan. We want to go there. Okay. So the idea when I read all this for me is inspiration. It's just, let's fight. Let's fight. This, material misery, this life, this sense gratification, our anarthas. Let's fight everything. Become humble. Serve the devotees. Serve the whole world. Develop compassion like Radharani. And then hope to go there. This life. Okay. Srimati Radharani ki jai. Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Samaveta Gaura Bhakta Vrinda ki jai. Hare Krishna. Okay, I'll end here.